has been challenging, to the point that you started at, where you actually are at the peak of your game, doing wanting to do a PhD, and then you're getting those gender barriers?
I think it all starts with curiosity. And so that's why we should embrace curiosity of children. And I think the other thing is, personally, I've seen, like in Australia, we start too late to engage young minds into STEM. We should be starting as early as 5-year-olds, like 3-year-olds even. Interestingly, I think 2 years ago during National Science Week, my son's kindergarten found out I'm a scientist, and they said, oh, what can you do for the kids? And I thought, what could I do for 3-year-olds? But it turned out I could do something. And I did 2 science experiments. I did one on turning primary colors to secondary colors. And you could see how curious and how engaged they were. You know, they are interested. And I think it starts from there. So for me, I grew up as a very curious kid. I used to ask like tons of questions. In fact, my mom hated me for that. But my dad, you know, my dad was an engineer, may so rest in peace, and he encouraged that curiosity. You know, my mom did too, but my dad was an engineer, and I loved watching him come home in his workbook. So there is a saying that you can't be what you can't see. It is certainly true in the world of STEM, and that's why it's very important that while we encourage young girls to study STEM, it is equally important for them to see their role models, their moms, their aunts, you know, not just the ones who have actually studied STEM, to actually work with it. So I think where it all starts is curiosity. Curiosity